Breaking news from Karnataka: after Namma banks, it's now the nationalized banks in the state. Activists in Karnataka have launched a campaign against those banks, protesting the absence of Kannada instructions in many of the forms that the banks hand out to customers. The activists have accused these banks of promoting Hindi and consciously ignoring Kannada. They claim that the growing trend is making banking difficult for ones who aren't familiar with Hindi or English. The activists have launched a campaign on Twitter. They are using the hashtag Namma Banku Kannada Beku to voice their anger. Over 14,000 tweets with photos of challans, ATM screens, bank forms and notice boards have flooded social media. So what's interesting is the fact that the absence of Kannada instruction in bank forms is a clear disregard of the Reserve Bank's policy. According to Section 4.3 of the Reserve Bank's Master Circular, all printed material used by banks' retail customers are supposed to be trilingual, that is, Hindi, English and the relevant regional language of that particular state. Let's go across to my colleague Jaiprakash in Bengaluru for more on this. Jaiprakash, what set off these protests? Was there any specific instance, any specific episode which led to people realizing that across many nationalized banks in Karnataka, Kannada itself is missing?
Not really in physical form, because all these protests or resistance is happening on the social media. It's a war on social media called by these Kannada outfits, and they have started two hashtags, Namma Nadu, Namma Banku, which is one of the main hashtags, which has got about 13,000 hits and retweets on that. And now what they're saying is it is the Hindi hegemony controversy, all right, but not against the Hindi language as such. Now what these activists are saying is, they want these bank challans to be in tri-language, if not at least in only in Kannada. Right now, many of these banks are using only Hindi and English. Now, the claim is a lot of these banks, like the State Bank of Mysore, have been nationalized, and they've all merged with State Bank of India, which follows the two-language policy, which is Hindi and English. Now, there are many banks in the rural areas of Karnataka where people don't know English or Hindi, and this is where they used to fill up the forms in Kannada language.
But Jaiprakash, are you saying that the State Bank of India follows a two-language policy? Because what we understand is that there is a clear Reserve Bank policy in its Master Circular, which says that all printed materials used by banks' retail customers is supposed to be trilingual.
Well, they have posted many of these challans issued in the banks, and most of these challans are bilingual, wherein there are only forms in Hindi and English. They are showing proof of that, and what they're saying is local language should be accommodated, and there is a big push for Hindi in all the areas. First it was the Namma Metro, and now it is at the banks. So the claim is that use the local language, and more so because in the rural areas, the people don't know Hindi or English.
That is true of any other part of India, in the non-Hindi speaking states, which is true that in rural areas people will mostly only know one language, which is the local language of that particular area, that particular state. Jaiprakash, what kind of popular support has this movement now got? You're saying it's picked up steam on social media. What about otherwise as well, on the ground? What are people saying in Bengaluru?
Well, right now, as I said, it is not transformed into physical protest or any kind of a rally in Bangalore or Karnataka per se. This is the movement has started on Twitter. The two handles that I was talking about, Namma Banku, Namma Nadu, that has got more than 3,000 tweets. Then they have got major support from the netizens who say that why push only for Hindi? Now, many of these banks, to please the RBI, has gone and violated the RBI rule itself, and they've gone only for two language, and there are many forms available or challans in these banks where the challans are there only in Hindi and English. So this is gaining momentum, and they say that they're not going to stop in the banks. They are going to step into other areas too. The next one would be probably in the passport office. Now Sushma Swaraj has recently said that passport forms would be given in Hindi also. Then why deny the local language? Next stop would be the passport office. If Hindi is brought in passport offices, then there's definitely demand for the regional languages to be put in there.
This is a campaign that's going on online, is what Jayaprakash is saying. Jayaprakash, what I was essentially asking you is about the public opinion across Karnataka regarding this particular move that banks should also have forms available in Kannada across the state of Karnataka.
Why not? More the merrier. That is the public sentiment here. Have English, have Hindi, but don't ignore the local language, because ultimately it is going to only serve as another tool or aid the local people. Well, Bangalore is a cosmopolitan city. It has got a mix of people from all across India, and there is 50% of floating population. So the Kannada outfits are not saying not to have in Hindi, but accommodate Kannada. Don't rule out Kannada or the local language. Hindi push at the cost of Kannada will definitely not be allowed. That is what the local public sentiment is.
Jayaprakash, thanks for taking us through that big news from Bengaluru this hour. On to some